Chances are, if you don't feel old now, one day you will.
Oh, that's a heavy sigh. It'll probably happen when some whippersnapper, that's Don Dare's word, gives you a blank look in response to a cultural reference you've made. WATE 6 on your side, consumer reporter Don Dare, speaking of him, shows you some things that could trigger that response from a person born in 2018.
Imagine a decade from now when your infant is 10 years old, explaining that the image of the button on the cell phone they press when they want to make a call, that image is based on what an actual phone looked like when phones were tethered to walls by wires. Do you still have a landline phone at your house? Perhaps. Today's babies might never know a time when they had to leave the house to get things like clothes and food instead of just having a drone bring those things to them. Do you think indoor shopping will become a thing of the past? Let's hope not. Back in the pre-digital age, you needed to know how to get where you were going before you left the house. Perhaps you remember the hand directions. Well, you go about 10 miles that way, you make a left at the big orange sign, you go down a gully, and then the house is up there on the right. If that failed, you needed a map in the car or find someone at a gas station to tell you which road to take. Not anymore. Google Maps is right there on your phone. As soon as a 5-year-old learns to read numbers, they're good with Google Maps. Kids born this year will know only the glow of an LED light. They'll have no idea what an incandescent light is or even look like a decade from now. LEDs use a fraction of the electricity and probably won't be replaced by a new form of lighting before they go to college. In an earlier time, there was no such thing as waving your phone at a hand terminal to pay for an item with either Apple Pay or Android Pay. Instead, people would more or less write down how much they owed on a piece of paper called a check. They'd sign it and give it to another person who would take it to the bank and exchange it for money. In the good old days, if you didn't know how to spell a word, you'd have to dig around through the pages of a dictionary until you found it, or find the smartest girl in the class and sit next to her. Today, you just have to get close enough to spelling the word correctly so that spell checker has an idea of what you're talking about, and bingo, there's the word. Finally, let me ask you this. Who was the 11th president of the United States, and what's the capital of the island nation of Malta? In the past, anyone who didn't know the answer either had to go to the library or look it up in a home encyclopedia. Ours was a white world encyclopedia. And remember way back in 2015 when you would go to Google to find the information? Today, all you have to do is, Siri, who is the 11th president of the United States? All you have to do is ask Siri and wait.
The answer is James Knox Polk, from March 4th, 1845 to March 4th, 1849.
Of course it was James Polk from Tennessee, and Valletta is the capital of Malta. You knew that. Don Dare, WATE 6 on your side.
Yeah, we know it now. Yeah,
right.
Thank you, Don. You know what this reminded me of?
What's that?
Being a young reporter, no Google Maps, no nothing, no GPS in the car, and you had to learn how to read the Atlas maps.
That's
and we
right,
all
those
kept
big
them
maps
in there.
in the cars, that's right.
But that really helped me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You figure out your way around, knew where all the roads were at some point, yeah.
I love GPS.
Well, the records are, vinyl's coming back, so a little bit of a break there, I guess. It's kind of getting an idea what records are.
I'm glad.
I am too. There are some things retro that are coming back around again. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Listen to some of the things Don's describing. It's like our kids will have no idea what we're talking about. Card catalog, remember that? Going to the library?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Dewey Decimal System, that's right. All right.